And then who's your ideal audience? And Coffee with Cannell community, it's hard to grow if you don't know who your ideal subscriber is. Well, I want everyone to subscribe. Listen, if you try and reach everybody, you end up reaching nobody. Who's your ideal subscriber? What kind of audience do you want to reach? You got to just press record.
Maybe a broad answer would be pilots and aircraft owners. But
would you include inspiring in that or not? Would that mean that your subscribers, they either need to already be a pilot and already own an aircraft, or would you also say that maybe if they aspire to become a pilot and aspire to maybe own an aircraft, would that also include?
Definitely, it would be. And I've given a lot of people first-time rides, and I try to inspire others, and I have in the past. As a couple of young guys actually dropped out of the flight program this year with the whole 2020 stuff going on, and they've actually changed gears to kind of like aircraft maintenance, which is actually my end goal, is developing the maintenance community. But I guess one question, I guess, that brings me to another question beyond the first one you always say start with the end goal in mind.
Yeah.
Now, how far to the end goal do you go? I guess is kind of what I'm trying to figure out. I shouldn't say, do I mess with the safety thing? Yes, I want to always be a good, steward of flying safe. But do I kind of jump more towards the mechanical side and actually start, doing more maintenance tutorials? Actually, my biggest video, it's big for me, it's almost getting to hit 500 views a month ago, it was simply a walkthrough video. It was a inspection, what I do before I fly the airplane. So I don't know if I gear more towards the maintenance and just kind of how close to the end goal, I guess, is one of the questions.
Great question. So a couple things. One, you actually want the longer term you can think, the better, because you want to play things out. This goes deep, but it's really, what is it that I want to build? What eventual business do I want? What eventual lifestyle? What is my end goal? What is my vision? Wisdom comes when we actually, foolishness is when you only think 24 hours ahead. I'm at a wedding. There's a table of desserts. Let me just eat them all because it's going to feel good in the moment. Well, that's a short-term decision because you're only thinking about the moment. You wake up with a stomach ache. You start adding on 10 pounds over the next little bit. If you have a vision of, I want to be I want to have that beach body 6 months from now. Well, that's going to affect your decision at the dessert table and the bar at the wedding. But if you also have even bigger vision, man, I want to be in my prime in health so that my son, Sean Bradley's children's children can get to know me. I'm already 37. So about to turn 37. So if I need to live to 120, I better start getting healthy. Well, now I'm thinking, I'm almost 40. I'm thinking 83 years ahead in terms of my decision of whether or not to eat the desserts at the wedding table. So long-term thinking does help us bring wisdom, but then it also can paralyze us because the next thing we have to do is break it down into what's the next best step and know that there's going to be phases. And I probably don't need to worry about the 80% of those phases. I need to come back and do the hard work and roll up my sleeves because it's fun to dream. I want to be a best-selling author. I want to have 1 million subscribers and get a gold play button. I want to be, one day collab with Oprah. I want to one day start my own church, whatever our ultimate goals are. But then you bring it back to, well, today it means that I just got to grind and post my next video. You know what I mean? Like whatever's practical. In specific advice to you, I don't think being safe in aviation is a niche. I think that's more of like a personality trait that people will learn by seeing your approach. The reason that'll come across is because you're just not going to do a dangerous, threatening fatality. You're just never going to do it. Eventually you'll become known for the guy who always is safe, etc. You said it. If you want to start an engine overhaul shop and your most popular video has already been a mechanical video, you just came to the light bulb moment yourself. You should be doing the mechanical videos because they're going to attract people that want to fix problems, that want to know the mechanical tips, which could eventually lead, even if you don't start your engine overhaul shop for 5 years, it's awesome to start today with videos that will start moving you towards and building an audience and eventually building an email list and eventually building a brand and a reputation and all those things. So yeah, if you go engine overhaul shop 2022 or 2025, whatever, then as much as possible, you start making videos that would lead to that end. These are all brilliant video ideas, like creating an ideal hanger, workshop, research kind of what's out there. So you love, like, this has 30,000 views and it's probably still getting views. A little time lapse of a hanger, that's these are all going to, of course, attract. So that's interesting to me. I do think I was interested in just, again, like how to buy your first plane. Potentially it could be maybe how to buy and rent or buy 55,000 views. Success leaves clues. So it is being aware of what, you already are going to be going in a different direction, but you still want to know you got your own unique flavor with the maintenance, with potentially the DIY, build the hanger, etc.
Yeah.
But success leaves clues. I would look at some different video ideas, and then it's just about kind of hitting them all, because YouTube is kind of like fishing. Each video is, if you've ever been to a pier, I was up in Seattle hanging out with family, and my mom and I went to a pier before we got on the ferry to go to the San Juan Islands. And we were kind of standing there and looking at all these people fishing early morning. And one dude had like multiple fishing poles, right? So like he had them all set up, and he had multiple running so that he could be multitasking. In case one got a bite, he'd grab it, he'd start reeling it in, and he was out there fishing. YouTube's kind of like that. The more videos you get into the ocean of YouTube that are strategic, search-based, well-optimized, that are, going back to your point, attracting your ideal audience, your ideal subscriber, then over time, and going all the way back to Susie Rose, then you're building that base, especially because you're in those early days of your YouTube channel, that gives you a massive foundation of influence for whatever you want to do in the future. So you have your engine overhaul shop, other things you want to do. And what's cool though about having the big vision, that's even like 100-year vision, is it can change, but at least you kind of know where you want to go. But then you come all the way back and you focus on just the needle mover right now, which when it comes to YouTube, it's posting that next best video. It's posting that next strategic video. It's dialing in that content. It's posting as many videos as possible. Because like my homie on the pier, he didn't just have one fishing pole. He had multiple fishing poles out. The more good videos you can get out into the world, potentially attracting your ideal audience, the better.
When you're getting started on YouTube, it can be frustrating because there is a lot to learn. From how to get views and subscribers to video creation, and ultimately how to do YouTube right without wasting your time. That's why we put together a free 1-hour online class to help you grow your channel this year with the latest YouTube strategies and hacks. Watch the free online class now at ThinkMasterclass.com.